Fulani terrorists have surrounded the southern part of Nigeria. I repeat, Fulani terrorists have surrounded the southern part of Nigeria, especially the southwest. The other time, over 100 were arrested in the forests. They left northern part of Nigeria to venture into the forests. And over 100 of them never knew where they were going to. And you think that these guys are joking. Recently, a Fulani youth leader was kidnapped. And during his kidnap, he discovered a lot of things which he shared with journalists. There are over 50 camps of these Boko Haram Fulani. See, when you are calling Boko Haram, when you are calling bandits, when you are calling Fulani, all of them are one and the same. You cannot separate them. When you mention Boko Haram, you are mentioning Fulani. When you mention bandits, you are also mentioning the Fulani. Killer headsmen, you are also mentioning the Fulani. The Fulani is a common factor when you talk about crimes in southern Nigeria, especially those ones that happen in the farmlands and those kidnaps that happen along the express road. So this young man recounted his ordeal in the hands of these Fulani guys. He confirmed that these guys are Fulani and they are dangerous. They have a sophisticated network. Let me read it from the Nation newspaper, March 18th on Tuesday. He said, he expressed grave concern over the audacity of the kidnappers who allegedly boasted about their plans to intensify abductions in Ondo and Lagos State, particularly on the Sagamu Ijebu Ode Road. Shagamu Ijebu Ode Road. And I passed that place when I was traveling. These criminals have established well-organized kidnapping camps across southwest, strategically positioned for their operation. Well-organized, strategically positioned for the operation. In Ondo State, 27 camps. In Ondo State alone, 27 camps. Ekiti State, we have 15 camps. Osun State, we have 7 camps. Ogun State, 5 camps. The kidnappers boasted of their plans to intensify abductions in Ondo and Lagos State, citing that there are hidden camps in this region. Lagos State. It is not me that wrote this. This is the Punch. This is, the Nation's newspaper. I'm reading Nations. Look at the Nations. So, intensify abductions in Ondo and Lagos State, citing their hidden camps in these regions. They also revealed plans of the operations in the Sagamu Ijebu Ode Road near Oshosha, Ijebu, weeks before his abduction. He revealed that he was tortured for days and paid 25 million. So these Fulanis, they will enter truck, this is their long rolling, they will find their ways into the forest, and their aim is to cause mayhem. I told you the Fulani has an agenda, and that agenda is to steal, kill, and to destroy. And they are in the southwest. And you think that these people are playing. You think that these people are online. The educated ones that are online would not put the pressure we are putting against these attacks. They will just be calm and be looking for a way to start defending it. It is not all Fulani. It is not all Fulani. The educated ones are there, and they are seeing all these things happening. A common decimal. I told you before, in the north, the Hausas rarely get involved in Boko Haram terrorism activities and what have you, because they are indigenous to the land, Lagos, to Nigeria. The Fulani are not indigenous to any land in Nigeria. I've read a history. You see, anybody that's telling history, most of times, they put their own bias in history. The Fulani are not indigenous to lands in Nigeria. They came from Sahel, Senegambia, and they came into Hausa land. With the let's organize. We are from there. They entered them, giving them their daughters to marry. Their kings were killed, and after purging all this scam language they use in the guise of religion. Now you see, the Hausa people are helpless, even in today's world. Even as they knew, or as they know that these guys have an agenda against them, they cannot say anything. So the Fulani believe that if it worked on the houses, it can work in the southwest. That's why you see there will be let security be beefed up in Lagos and Ogun State. You think these guys are playing? The Islamic agenda brought down Turkey and brought down Iran, brought down Lebanon. Those solid, sophisticated cities. And you think that they cannot do what they can do. They came through, we are Sharia brothers. We are brothers, Muslim brotherhood. We want to introduce Sharia. Sharia that the driver is a Fulani. Sharia should be the Fulani. They are the head of Muslims in Nigeria. How did they find their way? The Yorubas have been practicing Islam way before they even found their way in northern Nigeria. But now they are the ones, since date, over 50 years, they are the ones taking that position of Muslim head in Nigeria. Bringing in Sharia. And when they bring Sharia, it gives space for you to be weak. When they bring in Sharia, you'll be weak. Different programs, Salat will be held in the southern part of Nigeria. And it will give space for these guys to enter. When these guys enter, they start establishing their own little caliphate, small caliphate, with their juju and with whatever they are doing, small caliphate. They start establishing camps. You will start saying, okay, as Muslim brotherhoods, we have our brothers from the north. Let's give them this land. You give them a land, they settle. They run the region with you until they have a base. 55 in Ondo State, 27 camps alone. What are you telling me? Fulani, the headline, our ordeal in kidnappers' den. The Fulani, their ordeal in Ondo State alone, the highest, 27 camps. Everybody is just leaving their region, their states. Everybody is moving down Lagos. A projection by 2050, 50% of Nigeria's population will be in Lagos. The Fulani are looking at it, they are laughing. Yes, let them be living the rural areas. We will first go into the bush and occupy the bush. We will go into the bush and occupy the bush. We have sponsors. He says these criminals have established well-organized kidnapping camps. Yes, kidnapping camps. So they have a structure. This man now, if he had not been be kidnapped and taken into their custody, if he had not seen this thing, and some of us come with our own little information, come and tell you that Fulani are doing this, Fulani are doing that. See, we need to wake up to the reality. These guys are not backing down any day, anytime. They are planning ahead of Tinubu's 8 years. I'm telling you, they are planning ahead of Tinubu's 8 years. Let me think like them. They know for sure that Tinubu will do all he can to win the elections and complete his 8 years. For those that are angry with me that I'm saying Tinubu will complete 8 years, my brother, the reality is the reality. We have all accepted, like the NYC girl, she accepted to the conditions of NYC, not to insult or criticize the government, however you interpret it. We have all accepted that we are going to be part of this current system. We are not talking about changing the system, we are talking about elections. So, with this current system, they know that Tinubu is going to spend 8 years. So, as it is, they will be finding their ways in the forests. Finding their ways. Kidnappings upon kidnappings. You know, some people, when they'll just sit down and think that this is not possible. And they'll forget that these Fulani guys are coming from somewhere. They are not satisfied. Sambisa Forest alone can occupy all of them. But yet, what are they looking for in the southern part of Nigeria, in the southwest? Look at Enugu State. We Igbos are saying Fulani this. They are striking in Enugu State. The governor cannot say anything. What is this particular problem? What is it that these governors are seeing in Abuja that will not make them come out and boldly defend their people, talk down on the Fulani? What is it? Enugu State traditional rulers went to visit the Sultan of Sokoto. The next week there was massive killings, and they cannot take a stand. Okay, they are being wise. With your wisdom, your people are dying. Coming out to speak, I will be foolish when I'm coming out to speak. You are not speaking, you are speaking, your people are dying. So what is your problem? You Enugu traditional rulers, Look at how Makinde had to demystify everything. The Southwest politicians are secretly moving. They don't work in making noise. After that statement by Makinde, if you are traveling, you will see the immigration and some people, security guys, combing the Southwest to make sure that this information by this African youth leader must have been gotten some few days ago before they released it on Nation newspaper. You will have worked with that information, gotten intelligence, and made sure that these so-called camps, he will aid them in whatever investigations and arrests and flushings they are going to do. He will aid them in doing that. But in Enugu State, Ebubagu, somebody gonna invite Fulani to be part of security network to fight Fulani. Why is it that the army and the police are not succeeding? It's because we still have Fulani in these forces. We have had reports of people taking ammunition, supplying these bandits and these killers. Boko Haram, bandit, Lakurawa, and Fulani herdsmen, all are the same. Yetela, all are the same thing. You cannot separate anyone from anyone. They know what they are doing. So let us have this consciousness. As we are playing the politics, let's know that these guys, everybody have their agenda. The Southwest agenda is to develop the state, make it a site of attraction against all odds, and invite investors, prosperous state. In a few coming years, economy will be almost $1 trillion and what have you. What is the Fulani planning? Is to come and destabilize everything and take over. That is what the Fulani. To come, impoverish you, and take over. And they do it systematically. They have not changed their tactics. They believe it's working for them. They have not changed it. Those ones that are educated, that are in the city, they will sit down and be looking. They are praying that these guys succeed so that they will not take over. Those ones in the bush are the militia. We have had reports in the past, some politicians say that Boko Haram, they are our foot soldiers. Some politicians in the past. And some of these guys are untouchable, which is so surprising. If these guys were if the IPOB and the Biafran agitators were as visible, as vocal as these people, they will have flushed them. But these guys will come out openly and rain in support for this. During the 2013, 2014, during Jonathan regime, during Ejirika, did not say that they are killing our people. They are killing our people. At the end of the day, the same people they are killing are the ones now terrorizing the country. So a lot of things have happened. Even to the extent that the army will pardon Boko Haram. They call them repentant Boko Haram. They are pardoning them every semester. Every year. You see, they pardon this one this year. The next year, they strike. They kill hundreds. The next other year, they pardon them. They kill hundreds. To tell you that there's something these Fulani believe, or there are things that they are doing. They say there's something they have tried that is working for them. There's something they are doing. I want to know that thing. Me, I've said it before. If Nigeria is going to divide or people are afraid, let them leave the Igbos and the Fulani. I want to know that thing. I want to know that case. That thing they're using to colonize people. You see, the reason why you see they have their way in the South is because of the alliances they have with the Southwest. Just like because of the Southwest, the Fulani has a chance to get in the Southeast. The more reasons why I'm speaking up against their influx in Southern Nigeria is because if they have their way in the Southwest, man, they are going to use the Southwest and get into the Southeast. That's why when it comes to power, they will join together and push out the Igbo man. However, the Igbo man is not perfect. Nobody is perfect. But they will just come together, push out the Igbo man. So now, walking over the Southwest using religion or other tactics is going to be endangering to the Southeast. But if they are going to leave us, all of us in one country, let us all be in one country. Let us, the Igbos and the Fulani, in one country. We love it. That's their craze. We will cure their mentality. Now, people want to rise up to defend their land against the kidnappings. The police will come in. That's what the Fulani use. The army will come in. and stop you from defending your land. And most of the young people, they will not arrest the aggressor. It is you that you are defending. They will start going from one place to the other, start picking young people who have the ability because of they decided to stand up to defend their fatherland, their ancestral land. They will go and start picking young people. They will be pushing out information like indigenous are the ones collaborating with this and that. So these ones that kidnap this man, a Fulani leader in the southwest, very soon now they will not turn the narrative that these guys are working. My brother, these Fulani guys will never rest. Will never ever rest until they make sure they achieve the agenda, the long-term agenda of their grandfather, Usman Danfodio. It is funny that they are charging from the north. They are charging in all areas. They are charging from the north. Thank God Tinubu is taking steps to make sure that he silences them. Look at what is happening. The chief of army staff is from Southern Kaduna and probably a Christian, not a Fulani. So a Kanuri man, just like Shetima, has been silenced in a way. He's not that functional. He's not that powerful like Atiku. Atiku was a Fulani. Obasanjo was a Yoruba man. So Atiku, the Fulanis believe that this or that. See how he's silent. If El-Rufai were to be the vice of Tinubu, my brother, Tinubu will silence him because he don't know who Tinubu is. Obasanjo was so liberal to just leave Atiku to start destabilizing the government and doing all he could do, that they have issues till today. So they are charging from political, economy, and all of you. Taking over. Taking over. But you know one thing that is very sure. See, Nigeria must be restructured. It is very sure. The seeds we are planting today will germinate one day, and everybody will realize that it is never too late. No matter the damage that some of these non-state actors have caused the entirety of the country, and knowing fully well that we are not united, not in the next 100 years, that the best thing we need to do is to just restructure and let's respect our boundaries as a people. If you have a Hausa state, if you have the Middle Belt state, if you have the Southern Nigeria state, if you have the Igbo state, Biafra, if you have the Oduduwa, everybody will respect. Fulani, they don't born you well. We have a Biafra. Hey God. You see, as I'm laughing. We have Biafra today, or we have regional system of government. There's no police to come and start playing all those politics. Just like what happened in the Middle Belt the other time under Buhari. The aggressors will attack. When the villagers want to give a reprisal, the army will not show up and stop them. When the aggressor want to attack, the army will not do as if they will do as if, because people are being killed when the aggressor comes unawares. Okay, army, help us stop these people. At the end of the day, continue killing upon killing upon killing. Let the people defend themselves now. Ooh, that one is another debate. They will be debating while these guys are carrying on killings, ransacking villages. Let us defend ourselves. They will be looking at you. They will debate. Days will be going. Children, women are being killed. They are attacking from all sides. And I believe that the government of Southwest is listening to what we are saying. Especially this one reaching on the nation paper. I'm not this nation paper. I'm not making this up. Maybe most of my content I'll be taking from the newspaper so that you think I'm the one making it up. These are the realities, and we need to be on our guard. Somebody was tortured for days in southern Nigeria, southwest, moving freely in. Oh God. Now, these guys, he described, now the guys, they use the phone. The kidnappers, he said, operated with sophisticated weapon and advanced technology. The kidnappers operate with sophisticated weapon and advanced technology, using victims' phones to track and monitor communications. Sophisticated weapons. To tell you that there might be a political agenda. a political drive. I've told you, anything that has to do with anything, politicians have hands in. Whatever it is, Boko Haram or whatever banditry, you must find a politician at. Because these guys cannot operate on their own. Look at USAID and the exposition. Some politicians may have facilitated that move. Look at what Malafia said before he died. Look at what Ejirika said about El-Rufai and being a commander-in-chief of Boko Haram. People just close their ears. Close your ear. Now the Hausa people will be regretting when they were doing what they are doing. No. It's for Allah. It's for God. It's for Allah. Allah. It's for Allah, and they are killing their kings. It's for Allah, they are taking over their lands. Little by little. They are not rushing. Little by little, they move. Little by little, they take over. And they come and tell you, don't lower your guard. Don't lower your guard. Development is coming to the southern part of Nigeria. The development in Lagos and Ogun State will spill over to the southeast. Because now it is very, very competitive. Governors in the southeast will now be looking at what is happening in the southwest. And development will be flourishing. Southern part of Nigeria will be flourishing very soon. So don't allow the Fulani disrupt that development. Because Tinubu wants to restructure Nigeria. In a way, he believes he wants to restructure Nigeria. What I'm after is that we must restructure the country. I don't know how they want to do it. We cannot be under this system and want to deceive ourselves that we can make progress. No, we cannot be under the system and deceive ourselves. This country must be restructured.